All right, welcome back. It's Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. Your host, Rob D'Amico. The website, racedayonfox.com, where online you can see this next guest's horrific crash. Because that's what he was known for so long, but not any longer. He's now got a win in the Grand Am Series and the biggest race, the Daytona Rolex 24 hours with Chip Ganassi Racing, where Chip, they had the triplet, or the chiplet as they like to call it. I like that name. And now they call it the Chip Slam. It's not as catchy. But Joey Hand joins us on the phone. Joey, welcome to Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. And what does this win mean to you, my man?
I mean, it's very cool, very special. I mean, it's the biggest win for me in my career so far, and to get it with Ganassi and to help the whole Ganassi team get that, carry on with that Chip Slam, as they're calling it, the 4 major wins,
It's not as cool as the, what were they calling it, the chiplet? I like that one better. It sounds cool.
Chiplet. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that too. I mean, it's been a goal of mine to drive for Ganassi. I get to drive for Bobby Rahal in the other series, and now I drive for Ganassi in this series. And on top of that, to win with him was a pretty big deal. It's it's setting in. It's pretty historical. Your name will always be on there as a winner of the 24-hour race, and it's just a really good feeling.
Do you happen to have the time? Do you know what time it is?
Check it out. I'm wearing my Rolex right now. I'm not. I just wore it to dinner.
I love it, man.
Tommy Bahamas in Orlando. I didn't want to leave it in the car.
Hey, I don't blame you, man.
Yeah,
that's good stuff, no doubt.
On. I don't normally wear nice watches, so I'm a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, I figured, what the hey, it's made to wear, right?
Yeah, that's part of the deal right there, my man. Hey, again, congratulations to you. Let me ask you this. Last time you made huge headlines like this is when your car, your BMW, grew some wings and decided to go flying. Do you remember much of that?
I remember it all. I remember it all. And it was talked about in the media center.
Was it really?
A lot of people said, you were in the media center today, they said, well, you were like the most, a lot of people know you in the paddock, but not very many people know you outside the paddock. And so of the 100 people in the media center, publicists and all that, they said they had to Google my name just to figure out who I was and, where I came from and all that. And so the first thing that comes up when you Google my name is that wreck. And, good or bad, they say any press is good press.
Correct.
Well, that definitely was, I wouldn't want to do it again for just the press, but it definitely made me more famous, and most people I've found out it's made me infamous. But people know my name for sure. Like I always tell everybody, I fly on airplanes, every week, and you sit down next to somebody, they say, "What do you do?" "Well, I drive race cars." And the next question is, "Have you ever wrecked?" "Yes, I've wrecked." "And have you ever wrecked really bad?" "Well, yeah, I've wrecked pretty bad."
Oh yeah, it was pretty damn bad.
Yeah, and they go, "Oh, you know what? I think I've seen that on." TV. I'm like, I bet you have. It's on 5 different channels. It airs anytime, everywhere. My friends have called me from Hawaii and said, "Hey, man, I'm in a bar here, and I just saw you on Discovery Channel. It's pretty cool. You're wrecking."
You're like, hey, enjoy it, because it wasn't that very cool to me when I was flying through the air. It was a horrific wreck. I mean, really glad to see you're okay and able to go on and do other things, and now having the success you have. What does this lead to now in the future? What are your plans for 2011? Does this change anything going forward?
Well, no, not immediately, but you never know. Racing is a crazy little world, and having a good result with Ganassi is a big deal. Having a good result at the Rolex 24 is a big deal. So it could definitely change things moving forward, but instantly, no. I carry on. I'm a factory BMW driver. That's my main gig, and BMW's been good to me. They placed me with Rahal Letterman Racing in the LMS, and then they allow me to do any other BMW powered rides that I can do that don't conflict.
Was there at one point during the race, because I know you went down a lap or up a lap, you kind of went back and forth, then you had that, wasn't you hitting the tires or something like that?
Yeah.
At that point, were you going, oh, come on, don't let this happen to me. I'm the new guy in the block here. Oh, don't let me be the guy that puts him down.
You never want to be that guy, that's for sure. You don't want to wear that shirt. It's a joke, We always say we're going to have a shirt that says that guy.
Yeah,
because
right.
There's always a guy that's that guy, and you're only that guy until somebody else is that guy. So, no, you never want to be that guy. I mean, the tire thing, it wasn't a lot I can do. I didn't see it. I went when I was told to go, and it was just we were trying to get so much done in such a short amount of time. When you go out and you wheel for a group like that, you got to get your wheel on, because these guys have done everything they can to make this car go the distance. You definitely don't want to be a guy that lets that program down, that's for sure. And I didn't want to be that guy.
Our guest on the line right now, Joey Hand, Rob D'Amico, Race Day on Fox Sports Radio. You probably don't have the opportunity to listen to the show a lot. My favorite series, hands down, by far, is the Continental Tire Series. It's just a phenomenal. It's those production cars. I can go right into a showroom and go buy myself, and I can even transform it right into a race car if I wanted to. That's what I love so much about it. It's got to be a blast to race in the Grand Am Continental Tire Series and doing what you're doing out there, man. Having a great time. Congratulations on the win. Not wearing the That Guy T-shirt. Great job on your part, man. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Where can we get more information? What's your website, Twitter, Facebook, all that great stuff?
You can definitely check me out, joeyhandracing.com. I've also a website called livinit.com, LIVNIT, which goes to all my stuff, my go-kart site and everything. But you can check me on Twitter, Facebook. I'm out there.
Hey, any karting coming up? I know you do some of that as well.
I kart as much as I can. I do a lot of testing for our program. I have a karting program called Cartel Motorsports with a K, and we also have a racetrack in Sacramento that we run. And we do as much karting as I can. But it's a busy racing. The racing business for me right now is pretty busy, so I don't get to do as much as I want. But my dad, my cousin, my best friend, my wife, my mom, they're all on the karting duty when I'm away racing. So I'll probably get my wheel on in a go-kart in the next couple of weeks for sure.
All right. Hey, again, congratulations to you, Joey Hand. If they didn't know who you were, they know now, man. Congratulations to you.
Okay. Thanks, man. It's a pleasure.
Not a problem, and I got to tell you, man, if you want to see that video of his BMW M3 crashing, and I'm talking flying through the air, that is an infamous video right there. Glad to see he was able to walk away from that crash and go on and do better things, including winning the Rolex 24 and the Daytona prototypes. Congratulations with Chip Ganassi, no doubt about that. All right, Tony Stewart, smoke back at Joe Gibbs Racing. We got that story next. I want you to stick around. I'm Rob D'Amico. This is Race Day on Fox Sports Radio.